So welcome to our latest Sonoma County real estate market update for 2023. So do you want the good news or the bad news? Since the beginning of this year in January, the number of price reductions across Sonoma County has increased by nearly 12,000%. Yes, that's right, 12,000%. Or put in real terms, from 2 price reductions in January to 238 in September. The good news is that many of the other key market indicators, whether that is days on market or sale price to list price, are actually still relatively favourable to buyers. So don't panic. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the data, analyse the current state of the market, and provide you with valuable insights that will hopefully help you make some informed decisions about real estate. So the burning question is whether Sonoma County's housing market is about to take a turn for the worse and is shifting from a seller's market to a buyer's market. If you're a homeowner, buyer, or just interested in the local market trends, this video is definitely a must-watch. So to understand the current state of the Sonoma County real estate market, let's start by looking at some of the key numbers. So in January, we saw just 2 price reductions. But fast forward to December, and that number has skyrocketed to 238. As you can see from this chart, the number has increased steadily ever since the beginning of this year. I mean, one thing to note is that there are more homes for sale now than there were in January. However, the number of homes for sale has not even doubled from the 400 homes for sale across the county in January. So that's not really making a huge difference to these numbers of price reductions. There's been a fairly consistent number of price reduction increases across some of the key markets in places like Santa Rosa, Sebastopol, Healdsburg, as well as the city of Sonoma. However, it's the Sebastopol market that's actually held up the best out of all of those different markets. The question is what is the scale of these price reductions? So as you can see from this graph, while the first quarter saw some huge price reduction with an average of 24%, the volume of price reductions was small. So clearly, these were just a few homes that were very overpriced, and they were just becoming more realistic with these large price reductions. However, the average price reduction more recently is just under 10% of the original list price. But it's not all doom and gloom. While the number of homes that have sold across the county in September is definitely down 20% from August, homes are still selling in under 40 days, which is indicative of a healthy market. Even the average sale price to list price is holding up for many homes, with the sale price still at 97% of the list price. However, we can expect this to change because of the large number of price reductions in September, and this is expected to be reflected in the numbers for October and November. So what does all this data tell us? Well, to answer the burning question, is Sonoma County's housing market transitioning from a seller's market to a buyer's market, we really need to consider a few key factors. Until now, sellers have been slow to recognize the reality of the market, while buyers believe they should be getting lower offers accepted. The increase in price reductions indicates that sellers are finally beginning to recognize that this market is a different market from the one 6 months ago. In some ways, because of the acute lack of inventory, sellers have been lured into a false sense of security about the relative strength and health of the market. Sellers are finally realizing that if they do want to sell in the next year, they need to do something now, particularly as we start heading towards Thanksgiving and then the holidays, and then we're into the thick of winter. With sellers adopting this mindset, it's definitely a better market for buyers than it was. Buyers might find more opportunities to secure a deal in their favor compared to over the last couple of years. However, the fact that properties are still selling in under 40 days in most of the key markets in Sonoma County, it does indicate that buyers, they're definitely not having it all their own way. When we see sales prices so close to list price, it shows that for the right properties, sellers are still definitely holding firm on price. That being said, because the number of price reductions is definitely a leading indicator, I think we can expect to see the market getting easier for buyers, certainly over the next couple of months. And sellers are going to have to be more responsive to this changing market. It may even be that we start seeing some more inventory coming on the market as sellers realize that we're already seeing more inventory coming on the market as sellers realize that the selling window might not last into the next year. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you're a buyer and you see a home you love, make an offer. You might be pleasantly surprised at the owner's willingness to do a deal. I have no doubt that over the coming months, there are going to be some really good opportunities for buyers to find some real value. The increase in the number of price reductions could definitely work in your favor. If you're a seller, don't fret, the market's still competitive and properties are selling at a good price. As in any market, you need to weigh up your need and desire to sell with getting a realistic price. There is an old adage that says your first offer is likely to be your best offer. In a market like this one, that's almost certainly true. If you find a buyer who's a great fit for your home, find a way to work with them. It just means that you might need to be prepared to be more flexible in your negotiations. I get calls all the time for people looking to either buy or sell homes in Healdsburg, Windsor, Santa Rosa, and all over Sonoma County. So reach out to me if you are looking at a property and looking at your investment options in Sonoma County. My number's in the description below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And subscribe to our channel for more valuable updates about the Sonoma County real estate market. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you'll love the next one on the screen right now.